What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be doing another ceramic coating process here on a set of loose HRE wheels. If you guys notice, we do not have an invisible Ferrari now. We have the HRE wheels. We're going to be going on that exact same invisible Ferrari, which if you guys remember, about a month or two back we did a fun video with Ferrari wheels. We did a full ceramic coating process on them, but today, in today's video, I'm going to be diving in a bit more in depth of pretty much what I'm doing, how I'm doing it, some of the equipment that I am using, as well as some tips and tricks. And I'm gonna be doing a little something extra here at the end of the video, showing you the importance to ceramic coating the wheels and how it can benefit not just you as a detailer, if you guys are a detailer watching this, but also you as a consumer if you're a person that's out there looking to have your wheels ceramic coated on your own personal vehicle. So let's get into that a little bit more in the video, guys. But right now, we're going to get into the ceramic coating process and talking a bit more in depth of the unit itself. So the unit I am using for airbrushing the wheels here is a Central Pneumatic 1/5 horsepower. That's right, 1/5 horsepower, a 58 PSI oil-free airbrush compressor kit that I'm using. Now I use this exclusively on wheels and occasionally calipers. I typically will do the calipers and exhaust tips as a package that I offer. The calipers and exhaust tips I'll typically do by hand. Now this unit I've had for just under a year. I've had really good luck with it. Knock on wood, there's been no issues or anything like that. I do keep it clean, neat, and organized, so there's no possibility of a hose getting pinched or punctured or any kind of damage to it. So I keep everything very clean and neat and organized. I will put a link in the description below for anyone that's interested in checking this unit out itself. Currently, right now, it's listed for $89.99 on the Harbor Freight website. So now typically I'll do a chemical decontamination and a tar removal decontamination. However, these are brand spanking new wheels and that is not necessary. All I am doing is using a product called Eraser by CarPro, doing an IPA wipe, if you will, and removing any oils or residues from the wheels so they are prepped, ready to go to begin the ceramic coating process. Now I should mention this is an important step to do and not one to be missed, as when you apply the ceramic coating, whether you're doing it by a spray or a hand application, the coating needs to bond to the surface, and if you have a surface that has residues or oils on it, it's only going to bond to that and the durability is not going to last and be there. So it's very important to properly prep the wheels before you begin the ceramic coating process. So quick tip here. First off, when you're spray applying and coating, or even any coating for that matter, you want to make sure you're working in a well ventilated area. Also using some kind of mask or respirator and some eye protection. I could probably definitely upgrade my mask here. However, I am working with a no VOC product, so I'm not too terribly worried about that. Now before I start spraying the coating, when the machine's all fully charged up, it's sitting around 60 PSI. And under a load I get it down to about 25 PSI. I am also giving it about 1/2 to 3/4 trigger when spraying the product. Once I'm done applying the ceramic coating, I'll take a brand spanking new clean towel and give all surfaces a light wipe, ensuring there's no high spots or any excess residue left behind. Once I finish the ceramic coating, it is now time to clean out the sprayer. I will use a product called lacquer thinner. For doing this, I will finish up the bottle, get all the ceramic coating out of there, and then I will fill it up with the lacquer thinner, and then go ahead and spray it to remove any coating that might be left behind in the sprayer itself. All right, so now we got these beautiful HRE wheels all ceramic coated, protected, looking great. I want to cover some of the benefits of how it can benefit basically detailers having the wheels ceramic coated, as well as the customer, how it's going to benefit the customer, because ultimately you're selling to the customer and you want to make sure that they're seeing a value from the work that you're doing on there, and it's not just like, oh, we're putting some protection on there, it's going to make it look good or what have you. So let's go ahead and jump right into how it benefits the detailer first. So as far as the detailer aspect side of things go, is you're typically going to be using less product if you're doing a spray application versus putting it on an actual applicator and then applying it to the wheel itself. Reason for that being is the product is actually going to be soaking into the applicator, so that's basically wasted product right there. Number two is you're going to get better coverage when you're actually applying it with a spray application, especially on complex, complicated wheels. These ones right here are actually pretty straightforward, so it's a very easy wheel you can do with either a spray application or a hand application. However, when you get some more intricate, complex wheels where it's harder to get the applicator in there, that's when you can really benefit from doing a spray application. And now lastly, how it can benefit a detailer is if the detailer applies this ceramic coating to the wheel, that customer brings it back to them and they're maintaining that car and keeping that car clean and maintained, it's going to make the job so much easier of the detailer. He's going to be able to do a faster, more efficient job, get into those areas where it's kind of typically hard to reach a brush to get back behind the actual dish of the wheel itself. So ultimately, it's going to make the detailer's job easier, faster, and more efficient in the long run. Now let's go ahead and talk about how this is going to benefit the customer, because ultimately they're the ones that are paying the money for the job, and they're the ones that are going to need to see that value in what you are selling them. And for me personally, when I am selling a client a coating job, whether it be on wheels, paint, glass, or a full detail job, what have you, when it comes to more specifically here, what we're talking about right now is the wheels itself, and that is saving them money on the ceramic coating job here on the wheels. And like I mentioned earlier, is doing that spray application, you were saving product. You were saving less product because that product is not soaking into that applicator, and that's basically wasted product right there. Now, is it a significant amount of product? No, but I would venture to say you're probably losing somewhere between $10 to $20, $25 in product applying it to the applicator, applying it to the wheel, applying it to the applicator, applying it to the wheel, versus taking it and actually putting it in the bottle itself and doing a spray application. Now, I know there are local dealers here in Southern California that are charging upwards twice as much as what I do for the exact same job, doing a ceramic coating job here on the wheels. Now, if I have the car in here, I'm actually coating the calipers if they're painted, as well as the exhaust tips and the wheels. So it's a full package that I offer here, and that is literally the exact same job that some other detailers are offering for the exact same job, but they're charging upwards twice as much because they got the big fancy shop, they got the employees, they got a lot of more overhead that they have to pay for. So me, being a smaller shop and a one-man operation, I can get away with charging my clients less money and getting the exact same job. Now, I mentioned this on the detailer aspect side of things, but if you have a customer or a client that is a do-it-yourselfer, where they like to clean the cars themselves, things like that, they are going to see a significant improvement in how easy it is to clean the wheel, especially if they're doing the full ceramic coating on having the dish of the wheel ceramic coated, as well as the face, and then Me, typically, I will ceramic coat the calipers and exhaust tips, but when my clients are, if they're the type of do-it-yourselfer, they're gonna see a big improvement in how easy it is to clean their wheels now, where they can pretty much pressure wash most of the dirt off of it, and then maybe a light agitation depending on how dirty the actual wheel is itself. So ease of cleaning and maintenance for the customer and for the detailer is a big benefit to having the wheels ceramic coated. Now, lastly, how the ceramic coating is going to benefit the customer. If you've ever seen wheels that have gotten so bad, they have that brake dust built up on the inside dish of them, even on the face of them sometimes, and you go in there and you wash it and you scrub it and all that, and you don't get all that brake dust removed from the wheel itself. You have to like literally step it up a notch and using some kind of acid or some kind of mechanical abrasion to get in there and clean it, and at that point you're removing the wheels from the vehicle so you can actually access those tight, hard to reach areas and get in there and clean it. Having the ceramic coating is going to minimize that chance of brake dust building up on there, even if you let it go for a while and you don't really get in there and maintain it properly. Well, that is all I got for you guys in today's video. If you guys enjoyed today's video, be sure to give it a big old thumbs up. It really helps me out. And also, if you guys are new to the channel here, I want to welcome you. If you haven't already done so, be sure to hit that subscribe button, guys. We have lots of new videos coming here in the near future, some business talk as well. We are dropping 2 new videos every single week. Also, if you happen to be here in the Southern California, San Diego area, and you'd like to have your wheels ceramic coated by myself, or heck, even if you want your car detailed by me, I'd be happy to help you guys out. I'll put a link in the description below to my contact information, so be sure to go ahead and take a look at that, guys. Till next time, I'm signing off, and let's roll them glamour shots.